Yo, Moo. Thank you for the 6 months, dude. Well, 7 months. 6 month streak. Thanks, dude. Welcome back. How we doing? What's up, Bell? What's up, Mornial? Yeah, so sorry for the late start because OBS did a thing. Well, sorry, actually Windows did a thing. Windows did a thing. Actually, did Windows change my speakers again? No, it did. It didn't. All right. There you go. There's your alert. Solace, what's up? Mystic, how you doing? How we all doing? What's up, Frosty Nights? Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, so I'm using the enhanced broadcasting version of OBS, and there's a thing that you gotta kind of do, and you gotta tell it that it's an okay piece of software. I forgot to do that, so Windows Defender flagged it and deleted it right as I went live. It was pretty awesome, but we're okay now. I just I happened to keep the installer, or the what's the word, the decompressed files, so I actually just moved everything back in place, and it was fine. It's fine. We're all good here. It's fine. So but yeah, so here's the plan, chat. We are gonna play we're gonna play LOTRO for a little bit, and then we'll hop in and we are gonna play some Enshrouded later. We'll probably be doing this where I'm on this camera today pretty frequently right now. Enshrouded's kind of got me hooked right now. It's a good game. If you haven't got it, it's 26 bucks on Steam. It is early access. I know that's a kind of a negative term for a lot of people these days because we've all been burned on the early access. I don't know. I don't know what their actual release date is, but they have a hell of a lot of content in it, and it's fun to play. So hop on Steam, get it for 26 bucks while it's in early access, and just have the game pop in. We have a community server. If you want to play on it, hop in there in Discord, hit the additional roles channel, click on the little fog icon, get yourself the role, get the server information, hop in, and let's do some stuff. You played the 5-day thing? What is that? I don't know what that one is. Oh, like the alpha thing, like their alpha test that they had, because it's like you can go play it now, like it's out. How long have I played LOTRO? Since 2007. I am one of the OGs at this point. I have I've played for a very long time. I've had an active sub the whole time. I play all the time. So it's been 84 years. Yes. It has 100% been 84 years. These are facts. Yeah, I missed the test run, but that's okay because I popped in there and I'm having fun. Feels like 84 years since they opened. Yeah, I bet. I didn't get to play LOTRO in open beta. I came in a little bit after like the launch, but I'm still a Shadows of Angmar player, which is all that really matters. Anyway, let's pop in here. I'll do the regular stuff, dailies and whatnot. I said I highly recommend, if you haven't got it, it's Enshrouded is a good 26 bucks. Lot of content in the game, a lot of stuff to do. It's very unforgiving. It doesn't hold your hand through the game. Like there's clips out of me just getting wrecked by stuff. It's good. It's good stuff. I like it. So like I said, highly encourage it. And the fact is, I'm paying for a server, so if you guys want to play, come play. Come play. All right, let's do this one. I forgot I have all this stuff on the stream deck, so I can actually like zoom this in a little tighter there, like that. I don't know. What do you guys like better? You like the wider shot like that, or in like that? C Bates, hello. Hope all is well with you as well. How close can you? Oh, very. I don't know. I think like right there is good. Maybe not that close. I think this is good right here. This is good. This is good. So yeah. All right, let's well, first off, let's get some stuff. Yeah, I think this is good right here. I'll take that. I'll take that. Take that to the bank. All right, what we got here? Currency caps on what? Oh, figments of splendor. Man, I don't care about those. Let's see. We're gonna go. I need to move my phone. What you doing over there? Return to the guild hall. Elgato just keeps trying to get me to spend more money. I swear. I have zero use currently for these capture cards. I actually take that back. I do have some use for the external one for my laptop. Like that would actually be nice. My prompter still hasn't shipped, which that is kind of bothersome. I don't like that. I confirmed that. So I got an email that it was available, and then it wasn't. Maybe I'm gonna LOTRO since you needed an abacus. I mean, pretty much. You still got that cabin? Yes. So might actually be down there this weekend. I'm gonna take the backpack with me, try it out, because there is a I have an antenna for the backpack now. I don't know how much I will be doing because we'll be going down late on Saturday, and then it's kind of hanging around Sunday, so I might fire it up. I don't know. It's supposed to be kind of nice. It's like 52 or 53 on Sunday and sunny, so it might actually be really nice down there for that. We'll see what's up. But yeah, we still have it. I gotta get down there, make sure place is gonna be good for the season. Check on the plumbing because it got damn cold. We got it in the negatives again this year, so I gotta check all the plumbing down there, make sure that's all good, and then kind of go from there. We'll see what's up. We shall see what is up. But all right, let me make my daily. We'll keep making these just keep making these for when that increases. Oh shit, I don't actually have any more smelting. Oh hell, we're going to Bree first. Holy crap. I know Wenda's here somewhere in this town, but I'm not messing with it. I'm just gonna go to Bree. It's easy enough. By the time I go there and get that and then come back, it'll be fine. It's all good. Let's see here. Yeah, it's fine. I'll never, this is like one of those habitual things that you do. You just like, you have that one that you go to, even though it's like out of the way. You just have that one through repetition you just go to.
Would you do something for me? Hello there.
What's this one? God, I don't need. I do not need XP. In the least bit, I don't need XP. Oh my gosh. This may totally jack up my stream, but every once in a while, my main display switches from 144 hertz. It's this weird thing. So like, I don't think I can do it in experience. I need NVIDIA control panel. So this one, it all like the capture card only detects it at 60 hertz. And now watch this. So if I don't know if it'll let me do it because I'm in this app. But if I launch the 4K capture utility, hopefully this doesn't just destroy everything like that. I'm expecting that. It's gonna go black for a second. It's gonna refresh everything. And look at that. It's at 144 hertz now. And now it's all, you know, nice and smooth again. What's up, Guarendis? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So toss that over in there. Toss that in there. That in there. That in there. I don't need any of that. Boom. Okay. Back to Swain Hall. Yeah, so we'll get out here. We'll do some dailies. What you got going on? You got the flu or something? Would you be terribly surprised? Got Steed of Umbar tonight. I wish we didn't have all the line. Oh, I feel that. See if I can crit a couple. Literally did not crit one at 40%. Thanks, game. Love you too. It's just great. It's just absolutely great. All right, let's see. So can I make? Huh. Literally have 6. Okay, we'll circle back to that. So we'll go do the Hunter Lodge stuff. How about let's not be a dummy this time and actually put ourselves in the right spec, and how about the right gear? There we go. Okay, so I should be able to just ride straight out here. Whoa, whoa. Meow. Yep. I want to say I want to say Prime is doing that. Yeah, so like if there's fire down, it'll say like don't stand on the fire. If there's certain types of puddles or whatever. Prime is probably single-handedly the best one because it's Rolo is always doing development of it, and there's actually like kind of a team of people that are working on it. So I think Prime is probably single-handedly the best plugin for the game. Because let's see, there's so much that you can do like with your own, adding in like timers and stuff like that for all kinds of stuff. But if you look at there's all kinds of stuff with auras. So like if this stuff pops up, you can do it. The actual boss timers, it'll show all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I have travel window right here. That's a good one. I was talking just like as a unit of plugins, this one is fantastic. What's some of the stuff that I use here? And that brings up that one. It kind of does like if you play World of Warcraft, it's kind of like a comprehensive one that gives you some of the auras and stuff like that, timers, sound alerts, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty good, and that's really not doing it justice. Like, it is a fantastic plugin, especially if you do any type of endgame content or group-based content or even PvP and stuff like that. It's pretty good. So definitely recommend. I already did that one. Oh. Do you have need? Do you have need of something? Here you go. I need to. Oh, yeah. We need to pick out or pick up some ore while we're at it. Yeah, no. Oh! I hit very hard and very fast. Better get those attacks in. Here comes the invite. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, get your tag in. Get your tag in. Get your tag in. All right, never mind. You know what, Mystic? These are my kind of dailies, though. They take practically no time, super easy. This is the kind of this is a daily. This is what I expect out of dailies. That and what? I love it when people say something in chat that it completely goes over my head and I feel like an absolute moron. Keeps me keeps me alive. Oh, sorry, you got to be quicker than that. I hit very hard. Are those actually dailies? Are those the one that coming out of Jack's Fanal up here? The bounty board? Oh, I don't know about those. Are they worth actually doing? What's up, Pont? Where the hell are those? Shield Eye. Oh, I don't want to go out there. That place sucks. Well, I know how to get there. I just, well, not to that spot specifically, but it's where you get your ore. All right, now you have my interest. Now you have my interest. All right, that gives me something else to do then. Okay, all right, okay. You guys are speaking my language now. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's all right. Okay. All right. Crab. Oh, no. Oh, that's got a bit of my own medicine there. All right, I'm done on these, you dum-dum. Where is he? So 50 ore times 5. God damn. All right. So chat, do you guys think stuff like that should be like a little bit more explained when that kind of stuff is released, or do you think that's more the responsibility of the community to find it and like distribute that throughout? What do you think? All right, I'm good on crabs as well, so I need boars. Right, but that's what I'm asking is like, is that something that you feel is necessary, like for the community to tell people? Because I think that's kind of unfortunate when there's stuff that's released, because I try to read the patch notes, but that's also not, I don't think that's terribly realistic to expect your average player to read all the patch notes and stuff like that all the time. Yeah, but the hunter camp wasn't. That was added after. I'm just speaking in general terms here. And that's kind of what I'm getting at is like, do you think that's does that take away from the like authenticity or the kind of fluidity of the game, or sure. Okay, you got me there. That's fair. Oh, come on now. Fuck you, Nightbot. God damn. That's not even right. Oh my god, that's not even fair. Okay. Okay. That works too well. I don't I don't know if I like that. That sentient ass is back. My gosh. No kidding, dude. After so many years of being led to those things, it is frustrating. So yeah, and I think that's my point. My point is that I think we've grown accustomed to the game, maybe not necessarily like the developers just flat out telling us to do it, but there should be, you know, when there's a new thing that's added, there's a quest that guides you to that. You still have to figure it out and experience it and do all that kind of stuff. But I think like a new just like quest discovery thing. Was there one for the hunter camp? I don't remember. I remember just seeing it on the map and walking over there out of curiosity. I don't remember. Dude, Guarandus? I don't know. Yeah, see, I just wandered over there too because I read it in the patch notes that the hunter camp was now available, and I'm like, all right, well, what is it? Where is it? And here's the thing about that is on this particular map of Cape of Umbar, it's not there. You click out one time, or you click in one. Where is it? Oh, see, like I can't, it's covered up right now. But if you actually are in this particular one where you're actually looking at the Cape, or I'm sorry, the actual city, the little marker is not there. But if you click out one to the entire Cape, it's on that one, which is kind of annoying. Seems like it would be maybe on the other one, but what do I know? I need more buffalo. Hey, what's up, Lenore? Yeah, I don't think there are any quests that point there, and I think ultimately that is the point I'm trying to get to, is where it's like, you know, there's so much to do and so many things in the game. It would be nice to have something to direct you there. You know, like an auto pop, like if you're in Umbar, or like like a regional pop-up. So if you're anywhere in Umbar and you're level 150, it should just be one of those region quests that pop up to speak to somebody, or like whether it's speak to somebody in Umbar Bahabel and then go talk to somebody else at the camp, that'd be fine. I think that makes sense, I guess. Oh, got some more ore. Right. And I think too, like, that's the same type of thing as we would have. I mean, there'd probably be like more full-time creators that were doing stuff, and they would do that. Like all the you know, the old sites that we used to have, like Casual Stroll and stuff like that. And I would say more of the LOTRO players news and all that stuff, that was a little bit more detailed. Now it really just kind of goes over really just kind of goes over the sales and what Cord talked about. So it's kind of not as useful as it used to be. All right, just need a few more buffalo. The Lord of the Rings offline, man. That happened once. That did happen. Are those eyes, or is that LOL esports, or are those eyes? I can't tell in that font. All right. One more buffalo. Need a buffalo. Uno más. Is giddy. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm gonna go slap him around. I mean, I have a port from just about anywhere. It doesn't really. Definitely a novelty to finding stuff in game versus being told. Well, see, there's the option to do that though. You know what I mean? Like the people that are interested in doing that kind of thing have that option. So I think that's important. I think choice is always important. So it's kind of funny, you know, just what we have kind of handed to us in games and what is kind of held back for discovery and things like that. I know, interesting. Very, very interesting. What's up, Ruhada? Welcome back. How we doing? Do I actually have the Howrax one? Do I want to go to Howrax or do I want to go Moors was dead? Nah, that sucks. I want to go to Howrax or do I want to go to Jack's Finale? I guess both have boats, huh? So it don't matter. Boats. This one puts you right at the boat. That is nice. Yep, had no idea about these. Are these dailies? Why does it have to examine them like this? I don't like that. All right. I don't understand it. All right, so let me remove. All right. So are they in fixed locations or do they path and stuff like that? Fixed, okay. Okay. Nice. So this is the crow. Oh. That don't look bad. I'm sure that each one of them is a little different. All right, if you're wanting to come out here, you better hurry up. No, Rue. So Hillbeast thinks he's gonna be the hero. Yeah, Khan, I would say knowing you could probably solo these fairly easy. Yay, combat. We love combat. Mystic, I genuinely thought you were talking about the Protoss in StarCraft. And just Dude, I don't know. Further east, we know that. Far to the east, over rivers, lies a single solitary peak. You son of a bitch. I just want my ore. I don't know. Well, that's the thing. If they actually have their new developers onboarded and cranking stuff, then you know. They also have all these assets now to work with, so they're not having to create all that. So. Sweet. That's cool that there's daily embers and shit. I like that. Mystic, do you have a link to like all the stuff that you guys do? Oh shit, horse ass. Oh yeah, this is good.
It is a fine day indeed.
Let's see. I don't really need, I'm just gonna go with crafting materials right now.
Boy. It's a fine day indeed. Hoy. Greetings, kind traveler.
Yeah, that is nice. Oh, you gotta love the cooldown of a box to get a box. Love it. Just love it. Just love it, love it, love it. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I mean, hell yeah, that's great. Those the better ones? Oh yeah. Like that. All right. So let's go back to Swain Hall then. So now I got some stuff to craft. Make quite a few ingots out of that. Hell yeah. It's dope. Let's see if we can actually get some crits on that. Oh, I only have the one, dude. I don't have the time to play that many characters, dude. And like, honestly, the thought of leveling tunes again is just not appealing to me. Even doing like the warg pens or doing you know, sword halls, that kind of stuff, the power leveling, it just does not, it's not there for me, man. I love my champ. I don't have that many of those left. All right, now we can make these guys. That's kind of wild. I know some lazy people out there that would literally do that just to not have to go discover stuff. All right, so I need both still. And one. All right, so I want to hang on to this right now. Well, no,
I bid you welcome.
because I want the marks in the sea stone, so screw it. I need the weekly and stuff. That's fine. What's this one? All right, now I actually have all 6. There you go. We'll just keep keeping on with those recipes. It would have been nice if these could have been in order. It's like you start with that one because that's the 2, and that's the 5, which I got. Oh, I did some dumb stuff on that. That's okay though. I don't know. That's a good question. It is a good question. Oh yeah. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I think that's the idea. I think you are correct with that. I think that's the idea, is like to have a best in slot from that, and then other areas. Like they used to do that. Like you would have best in slot stuff from different areas of the game, and that made sense. I mean, I'm definitely not max because I don't have the jewelry because I don't have all the other crafts and all that stuff. So, but I mean, I'm certainly not in a bad spot by any stretch. I'm not in a bad spot. Well, actually, what are my mids at? Right now they're at 50 and 31, so I definitely could stand to do that. But I also am in glass right now, so. I'm in glass, so. Oh, there you go. And who knows, Mystic? We might not need TACMIT. You just never know, because they seem to like, they go back and forth. Because like Gundabad was like very heavy in the Physmit and not so much in the TACMIT. There was only a couple TACMIT things in that expansion to worry about. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Unless there's like sorcerers and shit like that, I just can't see there being a lot of tactical damage to worry about. I feel like where we are is going to be more physical again, which if that's the case, then I don't care. To be honest, I never really care. I just go in and pull the trigger and see what happens. So right now, I mean, crit with my buffs and stuff, like I'm 2.7% off a soft cap. Yeah, and that's, dude, this game is literally Lord of the Puddles online. Dude, Sleepy, that's my mindset, man. But also the flip side is true. Can't be, you don't take damage if it's dead, and you can't DPS if you're dead. So it's just a battle of wills, my friend. Who's gonna do the slapping? In my case, it's gonna be me. Let's talk about mechanics, because I think this is an important conversation. I feel like, unfortunately, the game has become less dependent on mechanics, and I wish there were more mechanics to worry about. Like, you have to do things correctly, not so much just, you know, smack the piss out of something for 20 minutes. Like, I don't like the morale pools that these things have. I want to have fun. And like a great example, well, Drygok is cool because it's got cool mechanics to it. Sauron, it's not just an absolute DPS race. Like, you gotta do it right. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What are some other good examples? Yeah, the CD stuff was like, it was okay, but like there wasn't really anything to it. Especially like Sagroth, you were really just fighting waves and waves and waves of ads. Yeah, those are pretty fun. I didn't get to do the higher tiers of Khazad-dûm, but, and I love that the acronym is just fucked. Anybody want to get some Focht armor? Personally, I thought that the bat fight in Durstock was top tier mechanics. Man, that was pretty good. The fact that like you get the split, you get the bombs, you get the poison stuff. So I also think from like a raid perspective, Throne was a good thing. So you had your DPS check was the first boss. There was a lot more control in Throne. Yeah, Throne did a really good job of mechanics. I feel like they had something for everything. Yeah. Yep. Like Orthanc was top notch for mechanics because it was nothing in there was just, you know, well, at least I don't remember. It's been a long time since we did like tier 2 on level, but I don't know. Like they have so many good examples of good mechanics in the game that I think they have the resources to make good stuff. What else? Yeah, adaptability was actually kind of unique. Yeah. You did a Rem was okay. Like Shelob was fun. I felt like there was a lot of stuff in there. The changing mechanics with the I know what OD is. Oh yeah, doing Gortheron? Yeah. The Gortheron wing was fun. I will always like doing the Fear Wing too, just running up this, or wait. Yeah. Durin's Bane's Fear, right? That's right. See, Con, I never got to do Abyss during the time that it was live because nobody was taking champs. Like they were doing it for what was like the first sets of trash, and then like people were swapping out. So like I never really got to do Abyss when it was live. I had to go back in after the fact and do it, which really pissed me off. That made me, how you say, not happy. Yeah, Gwathornos was really just kind of a grip it and rip it one. There wasn't really much to it. Yeah. What's up, Perks? How you doing, buddy? Yes. The champs were in a horrible spot during Mordor. They were so bad. I have to wonder, did you ever do Ivar's champions? So I'm missing a couple for Ivar's champions. So let's see. Which one is that? Which one is that? There, I'm at 11 to 24 on the champions. I wasn't around for Gwath, unfortunately. Tanked Abyss. I'm a warden. Though on level, that was a blast. That was cool. Yeah, I mean, the crystal fight was okay. But with level 130, there are no other DPS and I don't really think that needs a qualifier, Mystic. I think just pugs are bad luck in general. I think that's where like a really good consistent structuring of tier 1 for random would be great. Never beat the Gorthron challenge? What is his? Which one is the Gorthron one? Serious Relics, West Cotton, Silver Stone High. Oh, I forgot all those. Those were good. Yeah, so like some of the stuff I did on my Captain, I want to say. Why do I not have that one? The hell's it called? The Power of Gorthron, dude? Where the hell is it? There it is. At his most powerful. Alright. I don't know. I have some stuff. That's what bothered me too, is that there were different expansions where like the champ wasn't great, so I was playing other tunes and I really regret it. I really should have just like hammered it out, because some of this other stuff, like, and also this one pisses me off, like Sark Vorn and having the different tiers of the rift added in the Shadows of Angmar. Bullshit. Sark Vorn is not Shadows of Angmar. And they should have never put the deeds in for the additional tiers of the rift. No. Riddles, I'll do at some point. Like literally the easiest thing to do for that is to zone in, do the first door, zone out, zone back in, do the first door, and just keep doing that. But 83 riddles is just annoying, and I don't have quite the patience for that at this point. But done all the mines, done all the Scourge, and all the Tower of DG. Did all of Rise of Isengard. Road to Airport. This one, I have this shit done on my Warden. Ugh! And nobody wants to do this stuff now. This was a fun one. I liked all the Dome of the Stars and Ruined City and all that. So Ruined City was fucking hard, especially for champs, so we just sit there and take that damage to the face. All that throne stuff done. This one that you can't do. Yeah, but that's what made it fun, though. It was difficult. Ah, that's one way to do it. Yeah. So you can't, to my knowledge, you still can't do this one. Isn't that right? You can't actually get the take a turn on the rack. Isn't this still busted? We talked about this a couple weeks ago. I feel like this one's still jacked up. Did all the Grey Mountain stuff. Minas Morgul. I just never got to do 4 and 5 on Rem, or 3. Was it tier 3 that I needed to finish? Yeah, I needed to finish tier 3. And just never got to do it. Amdam Dummel. What a dumb raid. So, and actually having to do 4 and 5 on that was a little rough. Never got to do those. Yeah, this is all tier 4, tier 5. Yep. Yep, that's all tier 4, tier 5. Didn't get to do that. Mountain hold just didn't do tier 4 and tier 5 on HH. So Gwathornost, I just never, like, everybody was always blasting through there and I was never bothered with it, and I'd never finished tier 3 on that. So that's the thing. Yeah, I think that's kind of my threshold is the T2 T3 stuff. That's kind of where I live at this point, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I would have loved to have had all this stuff done, but maybe one day, maybe not. I don't know. I do not know. All right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We have such a wide array of raids that are both good and bad. Like, we have some really bad ones, and then we have some like amazing ones as well. All right, let's see. Yeah, it is. Unbroken one stays hard. Just because that's a good example of a mechanical fight. Like, you have to do it right. And you can't just be going in there AoE and the piss out of everything, or else you fail it. So, you know, that's the reality of it.
Good day to you, traveler. Umbar is a free city at last.
All right. That's funny. I haven't seen Aomen in years. What's up, nerds? Let's pop that in one right there. Perfect. So what else you guys, what else is on your mind as far as MMOs go? What else you got? What the hell is that supposed to mean? No raid, in my opinion, is worse than Flight to the Lonely Mountain. It's just boring. Yes, it is. And the fact that most people died just because it lagged like crazy when all the mobs spawned. Ash's PvP looked interesting. I agree. It looked very interesting. The caravan PvP looked pretty hot. Like the ambush stuff. The fact that you can convert your caravan to a raft. Lag is the main selling point for LOTRO. I agree. I mean, it's the most reliable aspect of any game. You guys like the plush golem chilling up in the 3D printed ring? Yeah. Lag of the Rings Online. Yeah, I think Ashes is gonna be good. It's old school MMO. They're not like, I just don't think they're gonna have, I mean, they're gonna have some of the same problems that every MMO has at some point, but I like the fact that Steven brings up multiple times that they're not the words he uses, beholden to a board. Like, you know, WoW being, well, now Microsoft. But having to answer to Activision and do stuff. That's fair, Moo. That's fair. I don't experience a ton. I'd say that I don't really experience a ton. I mean, but when you do, you do. Everything in Ashes to me looks interesting with what they have been showing. I haven't seen anything that I don't like yet. I'm right there with you. Get it right. Lack of the Rings by standing still games. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, that's the thing is, I think we talk about it a lot that the game has staying power because of the IP, and that's really it. But I think some of the stuff with Ashes of Creation, with Dune Awakening, like we've got some cool stuff coming out that we'll see. What's your favorite Lord of the Rings movie or Hobbit movie if you could only pick one? Return of the King, hands down, no questions asked. Is it really? I thought they had improved on it recently. Well, I think that goes with any game though, doesn't it, Pont? Like there's just some that you just don't jive with, and that's not significantly. I think the single best scene ever is Helm's Deep in its. I mean, it's fucking great. I will not ignore that or discredit that at all. I just think the amount of scale in Return of the King, along with the amount of storytelling that happens, if you really think about it, there's not as much storytelling that happens in Two Towers as there's still a lot, but like compared to Return of the King, there's just not as much storytelling, and with the wrap up and all that stuff, like you know, if I had to put one. But see, you get the Rohan music in Return of the King as well. So when they're returning to Edoras. So. And you get the, you know, you get the drunken, you know, the drunken party in the mead hall in Edoras. So yeah, we'll take that. Yeah. There are definitely parts of all 6 movies that I really enjoy. Dude, the Battle of the Pelennor Fields is just pure cinematic masterpiece. I think Helm's Deep has different weight to it because knowing what those people went through to shoot that, just weeks and weeks of just rain, like having the stuff dumped on them to shoot that. Oh no. So I think the context of that gives it a little bit more weight. I go back and forth with the amount of stuff that was skipped in Fellowship. I'm one of those people that I am not really upset that Tom Bombadil was left out, because I feel like that would just be fan service, because I feel like that would have been like a 45-minute segment of them dealing with, you know, the Barrow Downs and all that stuff, and then you just wouldn't see Tom again, and it's like, oh, here's this one of the most powerful beings in existence, and like who does not give a shit about the ring. And you know, he just doesn't care. He's gonna help the hobbits get through the barrows, and that's it. And that would have been a long segment. That would have been a long segment. Yeah. Fellowship is closest to the book. Movie 2 is just fantasy along with some main elements. Movie 3, you're right, the battle scenes are just awesome. Yeah. So along with like the liberties, like how do you feel about stuff like you know, Glorfindel being switched out to Arwen, stuff like that? Robin Williams would have been great as Tom. That would have been wild. Because I think the Glorfindel situation is another one Dude, Pot, that is some weird shit. That's hard to watch, man. That's some trippy shit. Yeah. And I don't even think that's necessarily like a liberty. It's just, it's not really expressed. No, I did not. Well, so, Glorfindel being switched out to Arwen in that situation, I think makes cinematic sense. Because again, it's kind of the same premise as Tom Bombadil, where you're introducing this character that is incredibly powerful, and then because Glorfindel is one of the greatest elf warriors, and then you're going to introduce him for this little tiny segment, and then he's just really not there. So I think it makes more sense to introduce another character that has more yeah, he was. Did he come back one time or multiple? Just one time, right? 6 out of 12. Dragok level tier 2. Yeah, see, Rue, that's kind of where I'm at. Is like, it's just another character. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think true literal adaptations just don't work well. You know, what's kind of interesting about that to me is if you take a series like Harry Potter. Obviously, J.K. Rowling is still alive. She was writing the books as the movies were being produced, and she's an executive producer on the movies, and there's still very large changes to those films as opposed to the books. And she could have at any point said, no, you're not doing that. Like, well, also the fact like that, wasn't it just got to the shield. I was already tired of swimming. Yeah, there's a little bit of swimming. There's a little bit of swimming. Well, that's the thing, is he didn't have the rights anymore, so it wouldn't have mattered. If he had the rights, there wouldn't have been some. Yes, Garrett. Oh yeah, I mean there's glaring loopholes all over the Harry Potter franchise, which is fine. I mean, because, you know, ultimately it's entertainment. And how many times have I said this where it's like, hey, is it entertaining? Yeah, great. That's what its job is. Does it have to be this like airtight story that there's no possible loopholes or, you know, plot holes or anything like that? No, it's fine. It's whatever. Just give me something I can unplug my brain for a little bit and enjoy. That's all I want. The world sucks as it is. I don't need all my fun shit being ruined. We do know that Tolkien himself in the 50s and 60s liked concept art of a proposed Lord of the Rings film, but hated the script. So that's what's always interesting to me. Like a script, for the most part, the dialogue shouldn't divert. Because a dialogue along with like context kind of makes a character. What they say, how they say it, who they say it to, those are very, very important things. And obviously there's more to a script than just dialogue. Like your direction is given in the script as well. But I think that's important. And you know, there's other franchises that are suffering from that kind of stuff, like The Witcher. But even that, like I said, it's still, I still watch it. There's plenty of things in any franchise you can poke holes in. Any franchise that's out there, you can poke holes in. For sure. The best ones are always science fiction too, because it's like, oh, they couldn't do that. It's like, oh, fuck you know. Okay. However you feel about the sequel Star Wars, however you feel, I don't care if you love them, I don't care if you hate them, I don't care if you've never seen them, I don't care. There is an argument that I got into it with a coworker and I absolutely loved it. Oh my god, it was so good, so good. So he lived and died by the fact that Empire Strikes Back was the greatest Star Wars movie ever made, ever will be made. Period. End of story. I'm like, fine. I like that's great. Cool. Like I like Empire Strikes Back. Good movie. My personal favorite was Return of the Jedi. And that is mainly because there's a very vivid memory I have of it. And it's like Inside Out. There's a core memory that is associated with Return of the Jedi for me. And so when I watch it, I get happy. And it's like, I just remember these things and these things happen. And that's cool. That's what it does. This one's so funny because what was it? Was it in the second sequel trilogy? The bombing run at the beginning of the movie. What's up, Wolf? Is that the second or third movie? The second one? Okay. So his problem, and this ruined the whole movie for him. I'm like, really? At the start of the movie, that's what did it for you? His problem was that there's no gravity, so they're just dropping bombs from ship to ship. And then I said, you mean like they were dropping bombs on an asteroid in space and Empire Strikes Back? He got so mad at me that he got up and walked out. And I'm like, I fucking win. It was so good. So good. Dude, nerds will nerd. The Phantom Nerd. Attack of the Nerds. Right. It's like people get mad at oh god, I can't remember the name. Laura Dern's character. What the hell's her name? No. Can't think of it. Help me. Help me here. There's too much junk in this noggin. You guys are all cheating right now. You're looking it up. Holdo. Yeah. Now, see, I actually trust Belle. I trust Belle with that one. So a lot of people had problems with her light speed maneuver of, you know, taking out the super ship. I thought it was fucking cool. And the sound effects in the theater were top notch. It's great. Just the silence and then afterwards. You're a terrible actor name to roll. I'm largely am, but mine was a play on words due to my disdain for those movies. All right. Well, so here's the funny thing about that one, Belle, is we associate too much of that as just being human, and of what we know in space. Like, well, if you are in space for, what is it, more than, like, if you were in the, like, unprotected in space, it's like not even 30 seconds and you're donezo. Something ridiculous like that. I can't remember what the actual number is, but it's not long. But it's we are looking at that film in the context of our galaxy and what we know about space. Obviously that's a different galaxy, so there's going to be different compositions, there's going to be different there's so much other stuff. And here's the funny part. All of the arguments in Star Wars, there's fucking space magic. We don't know the limits of the Force. We don't know the limits of space magic. Maybe she had a fucking little bubble around her and she just, you know, she's a daughter of the you know, of the midichlorians that never get mentioned more than really once. So I don't know. It's all fun. See, there, Khan's a real nerd right there. There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry, Belle. That's a different that's a different breed right there. And so that's the thing, is like, Khan, am I correct in this, that there are things in the stories, so like in the expanded universe now, that contradict each other or other things that have happened? Because you know, there are some that are true, like fan fiction, right? There are some like that. So let me, why's my mic up so high? Hold on. Okay. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Enter Ellie. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing this evening? Yeah. Always talking fan stuff is because of my outlook on nerd stuff and entertainment and gaming. It's like that's all I want. Is I just want to be entertained. I just want to have fun. And like the what do I want to say, like the minutia of it, like I don't care. It's fun to look at and, you know, get into the nitty gritty and the details, but like at the end of the day I don't give a shit. Like yeah. Well, think of science fiction too. It's science, not true. Yeah, I mean the whole concept of the Force is really interesting, and that's what I mean with like the stuff with Leia is like who knows what the extent of the power is, and who was doing that, who was keeping it alive. Was it her? Was it, you know, something else happening? Like you just don't know, and there are things that you just have to suspend and say like go with it. I don't know. Like I said, at the end of the day, who gives a shit? Just watch a show and have fun, or watch a movie and have fun, and there you go. That's what's up. I mean, think about the premise of Lord of the Rings. You have a Dark Lord that is, how did he pour his cruelty and malice into an inanimate object and basically create the original idea of a Horcrux? So he couldn't die because this thing's still there. So how do you do that? You're not a Sauron by default is not a physical being. By default, he is not. So how does he? Here's the things you just have to you just take it because that's what the story is. Like as soon as you start like trying to dive into the details of it, you're like, what? How? Like how do you do that? Right? And then how did he link it to all the other ones? And like, well, then when you get into explaining that, well, that doesn't make sense. It's like, well, yeah, it's a story. It's a story. What else? Like the whole rule with Gandalf not being being able to interfere, and that as Gandalf the Grey, but as Gandalf the White, he's got some wiggle room, but he's also like obviously a different power level, but on the same. I don't know. Aspect of Tolkien's work leans heavily on the separation of natural and supernatural. Yeah, and it's like at some point you just have to roll with it for it to be enjoyable. Otherwise, you start dissecting things and it becomes no longer fun. Yep. That's right. Nope. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No thanks. Yeah, I think all that tracks. Both Tolkien and Lucas essentially said their work. The fans took away from it. It is what it is. Tolkien only wanted a space for his language to exist and write a good story, and Lucas stopped trying to control his creation after so long. Yeah. Well, I think if you have, honestly, too, if you have too many people in Dragok at this point, like it just. Eh. Yeah. I mean, to some respects, though, Moo, like things are going to be rooted in your experiences, whether, however good of an author you are, or linguist or anything like that. It's still going to be rooted within your experiences, because that's all you have to draw from your knowledge and experiences to tell a story. Even if you're super creative, that has to stem from somewhere. Yeah, he saw some shit. Like the whole point of the Fellowship going there and even breaking and all that stuff is very, very much like Band of Brothers. It's like, hey, we're gonna go do this thing. We're gonna go fight this ultimate evil type of shit, and some of us are gonna fall along the way. Like you can draw that comparison, and it's like, oh, that just so also happened to happen in his real life, and the woman that he loved, it was a thing that wasn't allowed to happen because of status. Well, we know where Baron and Luthien came from. And that goes down to Aragorn and Arwen. That's the modern day telling of it. I mean, you could probably argue that back to some Shakespeare, some star-crossed lovers type of thing. It's just not meant to be, and it would sound like it. There's somebody around here that is doing it. Yeah, there's somebody down there doing that. Oh, I know. I've seen that many times. Jumping this thing with ink. Maybe he fool. Go heal that bug. I ain't healing nothing. Champ heals OP. Oh, guess he's already in there. Oh, I don't know, chat. We just need some dungeons, and then things will be, you know, we can run stuff as soon as you log in. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. You know what I really wish though, chat, is I didn't have to work at or I really wish I didn't need to get up at 6:45 and then try to do all this stuff late. I wonder what do any of you actually like have a normal schedule? Do any of you actually like, you know, work like a normal job, go to bed at a decent hour, like 10 or something like that? I have like no idea what that's like. You're a teacher, so I guess it's fairly. My dad was a teacher, so I remember that. Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. But you stay up late too, though, Con. You're in the same time zone as me, man. You're only like 4 hours away from me. Okay, Belle. Okay. Hey, Con, at least you're willing to admit it. I'm right there with you, though. 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. And Saturday? Or is it Friday or Saturday? You get like an alternating day? So you all just stay up late, too. I just wish it like... Yeah. I'm not even gonna go down that road. Damn. That TikTok that got posted today has 1,300 views on it. The short version of it has 1,200. Yeah. Okay. That's a decent one. A decent one. Occasionally work on Saturdays if need me. I'm a driver. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I think old boy Brant is playing CS with his squad right now. I don't know if I don't want to jump into Enshrouded because the last couple times I've jumped in without him, and then we've had to catch up, and then he's played and we had to catch up and all that kind of stuff. So I want to leave that for that. What's up, nerdy? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, not too shabby. Not too shabby myself. Yep. I'm also looking forward to spring. Get back out on golf course because I'm also going to try to stream that as well. That's the idea. Well, hopefully that works out. I think I'm gonna head off. Oh, there's Con. Hey, Con. Yeah. Hopefully we get some news here soon about dungeons, and we'll be rocking them soon enough. So hopefully that's what'll happen. But I think we'll just kind of kick it for now, and I guess I'll see you guys back here. Well, today's Thursday, so, and if I do go to the farm on Saturday, I won't be streaming, just as a heads up. Like, don't plan on it Saturday night because I'll be with my family. On Sunday, keep an eye out, because if I do go down on if I do not go to the farm on Saturday, then I will stream Saturday night. If I do go down to the farm, I will not stream on Saturday night, and I will look to try to do IRL on Sunday. So that is the tentative plan, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button right there on the YouTube channel. We're actually doing really good this last little stretch here. Let me see what we're up to. We got 72 new subscribers in the last month. In the last 90 days, I have almost 200 new ones. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button on there for me. Please do. There's been a lot of content on there. There's shorts that are getting posted. There are guide videos for legendary items, for getting started with Umbar crafting and the craft guilds. There's the upgradable items. There's all kinds of stuff on there. The roadmap video, that's all on there. So if you haven't seen all that stuff, make sure you're going out there and checking it out for me. Hit those like buttons, subscribe to them. As always, subscribe here as well on Twitch. If you prefer to subscribe on YouTube, you can join the memberships over there as well. And then the age-old question, is LOTRO worth playing? Yeah. It's always going to depend on what you want to do in gaming. So and worth and value are definitely unique to the player. So for one, a vast majority of the game is free now, so the only thing you're actually going to spend is time. There's enough free content that you can figure out if you like it or not. There is a little something for everybody. Not all systems are created equally. But there's RP, there's some PvP, there's a lot of PvE, there's great storytelling, landscapes are great. You can really visit a lot of the world. You can skip all that if you're just wanting to do end game content. Healthy population. So right now isn't the greatest because they had an issue during the last expansion with staff that got poached from Blizzard, and so their content kind of suffered from that, as far as like the landscape and all that stuff is great, but the dungeons and whatnot are not here yet from the last expansion. They are being worked on right now, so that is coming. There is a roadmap video, and a lot of that stuff is out there on my channels specifically. So if you go check out my YouTube channel, there's actually a bunch of videos with current content and stuff like that. As soon as those dungeons and raids drop, you'll actually see a spike in the population for people coming back to do that stuff. So sure, yeah. And I think there's always still enough people on to do stuff. So I think healthy population is always kind of this weird, like, visceral thing. Like, it's like, what does that mean to you? Like, do you just want to see people around, or do you need people to run stuff with, to buy stuff from? Like, that means different things to different people as well. So again, it matters what you are going for. If you're looking for groups and stuff like that along the way, mid-level, you'll have a hard time finding it, but it is not impossible. So you currently play SWTOR, and Starforge is heavy Hey, I'm on Starforge. When I queue up, content pops pretty quickly. So we actually don't have a queuing system like that. That's something we were talking about the other day. You actually kind of have to form your groups through the chat channels, and then you use the instance finder or the dungeon finder to actually port to it. So there are different servers that are populated at different times of the day. Like, I'm on Arkenstone right now, and it's probably one of the more populated servers, like well-rounded at times. So I think you would find a pretty healthy player base for that. But you're going to have to do the searching for content. It's not like you can just queue for it and then go into it. So just keep that in mind. But if you like, there's a saying that I always say with it, and is, if you like MMOs, it's a good game. If you like Lord of the Rings, it's a good game. If you like both of them, it's a great game. So take that for what it is. Check it out. Like I said, it's free to play. Give it a rip, see if you like it. It's the only thing you gotta spend for the first little bit is your time. But drop a follow on here, and you can check out some of the other stuff we do on other days. And yeah, make sure you're hitting up all the other stuff. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. I'm gonna get off here for this evening. Keep an eye over the weekend for the other streams and stuff, like, depending on what we do, and I'll be back. Cool. Otherwise, if none of that happens, I will definitely see you back here on Tuesday. Cool. All right, everybody, I'm out. Y'all have a good one, and I will see you next time. Later.